Excuse my language here, but what the heck is a kilometer? Yes, Logan Sargeant is returning to Williams in 2024. They announced this morning. Of course, this past year was Logan Sargeant's rookie season. Became the first American to score a F1 point in over 30 years, or maybe 30 years exactly. But yes, it was a rookie year, so I was curious to see how they would treat the situation in terms of his off season to see if they would extend him or not. They are indeed keeping him at Williams for another year. I'll give you my opinion on that all after we actually read the press release and the quotes. We are delighted to announce that Logan Sargeant will continue to drive for Williams Racing for the 2024 Formula One season. After his rookie season with the team, which saw the 22-year-old become the first American driver to score an F1 point in 30 years, Logan demonstrated the fundamental speed required to perform at the highest level, building on these foundations race by race, solidifying his place in our lineup. I am thrilled to be continuing with Williams Racing for the 2024 season, Logan shared following the announcement. It has been an incredible journey with the team so far, and I am grateful for the opportunity to continue developing as a driver within such a talented and dedicated group. We have exciting plans for the future, and I can't wait to contribute to the team's success in the coming year. I am pleased to continue our journey with Logan into the 2024 season, James commented. James Vowles, the team principal. Logan has demonstrated immense skill whilst under the pressure of the world stage, making him a perfect fit for our team. We have a great confidence in his abilities and believe that together we can achieve even greater success in the upcoming season. So yeah, it's official. Logan Sargeant is coming back to Williams, as I have said like 30 times, as Williams has said. The historic F1 team looking to bounce back at some point in the future. But they took a step forward this year. They finished 7th in the Constructors. Albon had a fantastic season. Logan Sargeant, as a rookie, was able to score a point. Yeah, it was not the greatest rookie season, but it was not a terrible rookie season. Look, I get that racing is a cutthroat business. I get that F1, you got to be performing pretty quickly. And you look at other rookies, you look at Oscar Piastri, the year he had. Well, he also had a much better car. But the point being, I think that my opinion is that, yes, if someone does really bad, if they do bad enough, yeah, they should lose their seat after a year. You look at the Nick DeVries situation. Well, my opinion on that is that Nick DeVries should have been given the full year before getting kicked out, but that's not how it went down, ultimately. But for Sargeant, I think you should give a rookie 2 years to learn the car, to develop the car, to help, develop himself as a driver. And it seems like that's what Williams is doing. So I applaud that decision. They could have easily, said, he didn't do that much compared to Albon. Yeah, he was a rookie, but you know what? Let's get another rookie in here. And then you have this eternal cycle of putting new guys in the car every year or every 2 years because they don't perform to your expectations, or you're comparing them to Albon. And you've got to build around something or someone so that you can build a stronger future to, help develop more. If you're changing drivers every 1 to 2 years, you're going to get different input from different drivers. You're going to have to adjust to different drivers because they have different driving abilities. They're better at certain parts of the track, that kind of thing. And it just becomes more frustrating, I feel like. So I think giving Sargeant another year to kind of learn F1, to kind of learn the Williams car, to develop both as a driver and as a person, obviously, too. But I think this is a big opportunity for Logan Sargeant, obviously. But I think, the expectations are going to be a bit higher next year. I'm not saying he has to go out there and beat Albon next year, but make it closer. Obviously, Albon swept Sargeant in qualifying, outperformed him in most of the races, and I would say that's expected from a guy who has been in F1 for 5-6 years. I know he had a little bit of a off period there in 2021, but has been at Williams for a couple of years now. Got 2022 to kind of learn Williams as a team. 2023, a big year for him. So I think, no, Logan Sargeant does not have to beat Alex Albon next year. That does not have to be the goal. but I think it's a realistic goal to be more competitive in terms of Albon. Don't get swept in qualifying, obviously. Be closer to him in the race. There were a couple races this year that Sargeant was closer to Albon in terms of pace. So if he can produce more of those results, I think Coda, he was pretty close to Albon. The one race that Sargeant scored points. I think Vegas, he was decently close to Albon before that safety car came out and kind of just messed up both of their strategies. So Sargeant, when he's at his best, when he's performing really good, he can keep up with Alex Albon. So I think that if he can continue to do that next year, he may have a long-term commitment, a long-term relationship with Williams, and I think that's great for him. I like Logan Sargeant. I'm American. I want to see an American driver do well. It's been fun to watch Logan Sargeant this year, scoring that point at Coda. He's had some really good runs this year. He's had some rough runs, but he has had his good runs. I'm hoping to continue to see that next year. I'm trying to expand my F1 hat game. I've got like 3, and I would like to expand that. So now that I know Logan Sargeant has a ride in 2024, I can get a Logan Sargeant hat. I wanted to get one near the end of the season, but I didn't know if he was going to be in 2024. I didn't want to get a Logan Sargeant hat, like a Williams Logan Sargeant hat, and then, he's not there anymore, and I just got a hat for nothing. So now that I know, I can work on that, and I can expand my F1 hat game. So let me know what your thoughts are on Logan Sargeant staying at Williams in 2024. I agree with this decision. I may be biased because I like Logan Sargeant, but I really do think this is a good decision. As I said earlier, just developing around a driver for more than a year and not doing this rotating thing where you're just booting people out, getting a new guy in, It would just become an eternal frustration. So I'm glad that Williams is giving him a chance. They're going to try their best to build a team around him and Alex Albon. So we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it, but next year, big year for him. Thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll see you in the next video. It was nice to get to do a breaking F1 news story. I don't usually get to do them because they happen at 3 a.m. over here in the US of A.